Nash.
Hello! It's Knight's turn.
I momentarily could see both gobos, now I can't see either of them. I know they're there.
You know they're there.
Use the force.
Okay, so I am going to move in the oldie direction. 1, 2, 3. Just so that I'm out of range of my own shatter.
Oh!
Around there.
Yeah, exactly. You can hit them both from there. Constitution saves. Constitution saves coming right up, sir.
Oh, those poor boys.
Yeah, they're not
never
going
asked
to
for
do
this.
well. And they're made of stone.
Oh, are they?
Close enough.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I hadn't actually considered that, but it is about
No, absolutely. They definitely fail. The one that Vale already stuck, just as this noise starts to erupt, like you throw the card and it...
Yeah.
The one just gets into dust, but just blows past. The other is knocked back, but is not destroyed.
That'll do for now.
No, that's a good
do I
move.
want to do anything with my yield bonus? I suppose I might as well use my bonus while I can, because I seem to be able to do so much on my bonus action that I always.
You're a bard and a cleric. Of course,
exactly.
you could do a lot with your bonus actions. You took the two classes that do use bonus actions and mushed them together.
Give me health. That's something.
Awesome. Alright, next up is nothing at all. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about what I am doing right now.
It's for scorpions. It's for
No,
scorpions.
it's not. What are you talking about?
I can't hear any form of horrific skittering.
Evidently, you haven't rolled high enough. You haven't got high enough perception.
Mine's probably higher than yours.
It is actually. Yeah.
Valid point, actually.
Yeah, eat it, Dane.
These are much bigger.
Yeah, no. Up and down.
I can't help it. I'm fidgeting.
Dean's got an oral fixation confirmed.
You guys need to stop.
Yes. Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop.
I have ceased.
I can't.
You guys over here see a giant scorpion skittering into the tight passageway, slowly towards the food. Indira.
All right. She is going to just kind of like for a brief second, she's gonna take a second and just like lean her head on Gil's shoulder for like a second and then book it past him. And run.
Hey, have fun with that giant scorpion, Gil.
Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I thought that it was coming from the other way. I misunderstood. I don't see it.
You don't see it? You should see it.
Hey.
You can see it.
I see it now.
Oh no,
I didn't see it
phase
before.
scorpions.
You must have just needed to
Yeah,
reset
before.
your light. No, it's coming this way.
Okay. All right. She's gonna lean her head on Gil's shoulder for a second and then rage and then run at that motherfucker. And
bit of foam on
I'm
you.
gonna attack the fuck out of this dude.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
I would love to. Jeez Louise. Okay, there we go. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go again. Does a 15 hit?
Does hit.
Okay.
It was so nearly a 20.
Oh my
That's sad. But you're raging, so there's a +2.
god.
Yep. You managed to run up with this thing. It's tight. It's tough shell. You know, it's a giant scorpion. It's gonna take quite to the hacking to get through. But you managed to block the path so it can't get to Gilwyn at least.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm a coward.
You're a bard.
No, that's not true. Gilwyn's brave.
Gilwyn is brave.
Gillen is brave. Last one standing in a dungeon, he faced a horrible monster.
Last one standing's a rotten egg.
I'm gonna leave you in rotten egg. Oh, Diller is back.
We don't acknowledge his presence here. Knight, you're not invisible anymore.
Nope.
The little creature made of dust sees you just appear out of thin air after making that noise. I'll go 1, 2, and is going to spew dust and sand towards you. Give me a dexterity save.
I find this hilarious because I still can't see it.
Yeah.
So to me, I just look like I'm in an empty cavern by myself. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you easily manage to dodge out of the way, go to ground. However, the dust it spews forward is only in a small area. You completely ignore it.
Woo.
Next up is
Something.
Vale.
I think they're all dead now. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna run him through.
Please
the
do.
back.
I
Always
can
with
just about see like about a millimeter of the top of Vale's token. It's really weird.
That's
That is
weird.
weird.
It's like you're in negative space. You know what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do?
Oh no, I missed.
You still have have inspiration from me.
That's true. If I
Unless-
missed.
I don't think you used it.
I don't. I didn't.
Yeah,
I presume
that
I
is
did.
very much a miss.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying
was
to
it
fix.
No,
Ian's
that's fine.
problems.
D6, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Nice.
There we go.
Just, are you allowed to call for inspiration after it's been determined you missed?
I mean,
Technically, no.
we had basically
Aren't you?
said we were going to. No, yeah, you.
No,
have
but
to,
you were talking about how you were going to do it
after
anyway.
seeing the roll, but before before it's
DM
declared.
decides.
but-
Yeah. Because
But we
I
had
said that's a
basically
miss.
said
When,
you-
yeah. Yeah, sorry. I should have
I
not
don't really care right
asked
now.
for clarification.
I just wanted to know for my own.
No, you're not meant to be able to do stuff like that, like change it after the fact, unless you, aside from, I think, luck. Maybe?
Luck?
No, not luck.
Luck, no, luck you
No.
can do after
Yeah.
seeing the result, can't you?
Well,
no, I
before,
don't
it's not
think
luck,
so. I
I've
think-
seen
I can't
yeah.
remember.
This...
No, I don't.
Alright, to ignore boring rule stuff, you stab this thing in the back after it's spewing sand and dust all over night. It swells and bursts. Hey, Vale, give me a Constitution save.
Now, you changed that specifically for me.
I didn't change anything.
It went from a dex to a cons.
This is a different thing. But you managed to, throw an arm in the way as it explodes and suffer no
No,
ill
it is a
effect.
different thing, isn't it? The other ones were the wood ones.
Mm-hmm.
The wood one.
Anything else you want to do, or is that your lot?
1, 2.
Cool. Gilwin.
Right. I guess I'll step up. And
Step it up, Dean.
I wish I
None of
could.
that. I don't know what it is. I don't want it.
I will cast.
Neither do
Shatter.
I. It just sounded appropriate.
What are you doing?
Cast shatter here, so it doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Welcome to the Shadow Party.
Scorp. At
It's
level
such
3.
a good spell, though,
It's
isn't
an
it?
amazing spell. At level 3. Constitution save. What's your DC?
15.
Don't worry about it. It fails.
Okay.
It was a flawed dice. It was
Oh.
a 5. But you gotta allow the 4 dice, no matter what, because when they roll the 20, you're gonna be like, that's mine. You know.
Yeah. Floor dice.
That's a sad hit attack roll there.
That's pooey. It's
Yeah.
pooey.
I wasn't going to say those words, but yes. No, the scorpion clearly tenses up at the sharp running noise behind it, but does not stop. And in fact,
Can't stop, won't
attacks
stop.
Indira before it.
How tall is this creature?
It's not actually that tall. When it comes to height, the actual body of the scorpion is probably like 2.5 feet. But the stinger goes all the way up to the top of the thing, and it's kind of skittering like half on the wall, half not.
Okay.
It will try to get you.
Okay.
Getcha.
What's your AC?
15.
One of its claw attacks hits, one misses. It will actually, its claws are so big, it kind of like grabs your leg and holds on, grappling you, dealing 8 bludgeoning damage, and will then try to sting you, which does not hit. You thrash enough that when the stinger goes, you know, you can push it out of the way. But you are grappled by it. And now it's your turn. Oh, no, it's not your turn. There's another scorpion. How foolish of me to forget such an important part of the dungeon economy. Hello there, Vale.
Carry on, sir.
He does not hit you with either claw attacks or the sting. He kind of turns and sees Knight there and just goes at Vale instead. Now it's your turn, Indira. You are grappled by this thing, but you can still attack it with disadvantage, or you can take an action to break out.
What do I have to roll for that?
It is a straight strength save, which you would have advantage on because you're
Yeah,
raging.
I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. Easily break out.
And then I'm gonna do my extra attack.
I don't know if that's how it's meant to work, but I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
Because you
Also,
miss anyway.
do I get advantage? Do I get advantage for being enraged? I forgot.
No.
Okay.
You get advantage on strength checks, not attacks.
Okay.
That's something I'm going to need to check later. Because I always forget if when you have to break out of something.
I do gain a +2 bonus, but that's still not enough.
That's a +2 bonus to damage anyway, not to attack. Alright.
You are correct.
Next up is Vale.
Sorry, I've never been one of these before.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna be like I still struggle with my fucking rogue and swashbuckler stuff.
There's a lot of stuff that's all very similar, but not the same.
I'm gonna point the blade down and in the eyes.
In the eyes.
In
Really?
the ass.
Really gruesome. No need.
That's the 19 payoff
son.
there, slashes.
That is.
Take that. No, I kid.
Rude.
Slashes knows. He gets the main.
Fuck me.
If you ask nicely.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot
You
of
very much do stab this creature in the eyes. Just one brilliant hit where you kind of get it through the chitin and into the meat of the creature, and you draw back. And it's still alive, though it's twitching. It like falls back and tries to. It's almost shaking itself.
See whether it can shake off Mr.
Damage.
Parrying Dagger.
Jesus.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Bloody hell!
Let's go. Give me the
Stop it.
double 4.
But can you just split your luck with me? Can you just... You're a luck suck.
He's a luck suck. That's his power. It's actually always been his power. You. Poor Denise. Never been the same since a one-on-one adventure. Never been able to roll a crit again.
Died after that.
The character died after a one-on-one adventure with Neil. Because they just couldn't make saves anymore. Alright, after that... Gilwyn.
Sad thing is I dealt less damage that
By
time.
the way, can I point out? I think I've dropped off the turn order.
You have? What was your
I
initiative?
was on a 7, so
So it's your turn now. Well, actually, it's Gil's turn now because orders, name orders. You'll go after Gil.
It's awfully narrow in here, isn't it? It's unfortunate.
If only you had
It's
a
almost
white
like it's a dwarven mine or some such.
Yeah. I mean, is the assumption with ranged attacks that I can just be like, duck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will throw a plectrum, my dagger, at the scorpion's face.
Especially when you're attacking a creature bigger than Indira. She's actually not a very large target. Yeah, that's a hit.
He's small.
She's small.
Oh, shit.
What a
How tall
big
is
axe!
Indira? I can't remember.
Huh?
How tall is Indira? I can't remember.
Around 5 feet.
Oh God, this party is giants, and there's Indira who's like a full foot shorter than everyone.
And yet
she's
she
so
has
much
more
more
presence than any of you.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep, you throw the dagger at the scorpion, it gets lodged somewhere in its mandibles, or it like tries to crunch but can't, like it can't move the parts properly.
Yahoo!
I like the occasional dagger throw. It's always a bit of fun.
Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of night, it skipped you.
This is so much fun looking at this thing that I can't see anything properly. Because if I hover over the scorpion's token on the turn order, I can just see like the edges of the box that highlights it.
That's
I can't see.
So weird.
Cursed.
So I'm going up here, and I am going to do something that that I haven't done thus far. Card comes out, and he says, "My lady, I offer this creature to you." Slaps the card onto the scorpion and inflict wounds.
Oh, I thought for a second then you were gonna essence trade.
Oh yes.
That took a while. It was deciding.
It's teetering between that two.
With just to point out, because that's rolling off wisdom as well, it's a worse roll, and I still. So that's
It's almost
the
like the modifier has no effect on the dice roll.
I know, but it's you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh, you.
I'm
There
just
you go.
giving you
Eat
shit.
that.
Yeah,
Oh my
you slap a
God.
card onto the back of this thing, onto the broadside, and it just crumples, just into like a dried out husk.
And he like looks over the husk at Vale, just meets his eyes, just. Well, that was rather more effective than I expected.
You and me both.
And then he's going to continue 1, 2, 3.
What? That's a lot of damage.
That is insane.
Dean's like, I should make a cleric.
That was a level 1 spell.
Mistake.
The scorpion before you, Indira, hits you twice,
Well,
dealing with its claws 14 damage, halved,
Okay.
of course, because raging, and then will try to sting you, but it's almost one of those things where you're almost deliberately allowing yourselves to get snipped by the claws because you do not want to be stung by a giant scorpion. And next up is Indira.
I'm gonna attack this mother brother.
Get him.
And it's good that you're getting hit by those and dodging the sting, because you can halve the damage from these.
Yes.
I can have the damage from the sting. Well, not
Depending
in toxin,
on
but
what
the
damage,
pierce-
yeah, if it's got piercing
damage.
damage, you can resist it. That's a hit.
Do
Nice.
it. Dirty 20s.
It's good. It's good.
Ooh.
And Indira, you hack the scorpion down with a thwick and a thwack. You crack it open like a lobster. How did you do that? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
was
crab.
thinking how these guys like. I wonder what scorpions like to eat.
They've got to taste similar to crab and lobster, right? In my
You'd
brain,
think,
even though
But
they
they're not
don't
unless-
have any
no.
relation
Yeah.
aside
I've
from
heard they
appearance.
legitimately taste like chicken. I feel like I watched Anthony Bourdain eat that.
Everything tastes like chicken.
I bet I don't. I bet
Even
it tastes
chicken.
like pork.
As you do the final, like, axe attacks on this thing, you hear a boom of thunder from deeper inside the cavern. And
Do you think that was Indira?
it could have been.
Entirely possible. She seems to have those sort of powers, yes.
I hope so.
Yes, the alternative is not very pleasant.
Should we go see how the others are doing?
Yes, excellent suggestion. They might need healing.
Mm-hmm.
Can we trot round to them?
Yeah. As long as you're careful. But I reserve the right to roll initiative at any time.
Of course. That's why I was asking. I didn't want you
No,
to
I
be,
think
like, prepping.
considering you've almost cleared this area, I think it's fine for you to just walk around for a bit.
Well, you guys seem to do well.
Yeah. Well, Indira did well. I did what I could.
We, well, let's just say there's not much left where me and Knight came from. And he like
That's
turns and
Scorpion.
raises a hand.
Yeah, very much high
Yeah.
five. Yes, that scorpion is looking rather smaller than it was when it started out.
It was
She-
horrific. I don't know what sort of magic he did. It was horrible.
Indira turns to look at you guys, and her hair is kind of blowing in wind that isn't there, and you see that sort of die down, and like this glow about her kind of just fade, and she just chugs, like she's breathing kind of hard, and she just chugs the healing potion that had been given to her previously.
2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Doing well there, Indira.
Great.
Do you need any further healing? I still have some magic left in me.
Uh-huh.
He can go up and take his dagger. That was funny. I like that.
What?
Watching the health bar go up a tiny amount on Indira.
Oh, yeah.
Indira probably has a big health pool. That's why.
Yes. She's a barbarian.
So, Indira, you didn't happen to generate a large boom of thunder recently, did you?
You can't ask women that.
Why not?
Because that was Dean. That was Dean saying that, not Gil.
No. Okay.
It's
So-
hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
When Indira goes into a rage, it's not like what you would typically think of, like the kind of thing, you know. She goes kind of stoic, and it's just like very automatic looking when she's hacking these creatures apart. It looks like she doesn't have control of herself. So she's kind of not really aware of what's going on necessarily. So she would just look at you and shrug.
No, I don't think that was us.
Well, if I may paraphrase, fuck.
I shall go ahead and keep a lookout for a moment while you decide what is. How is
I
it.
shall come with you this time. I presume you will not be using that trick again.
No, I would rather conserve my magic. Although I can portray, I can pass to you the blessings of my goddess.
I do not mind. I am comforted, but I do not really wish for you to be left alone with what it is that is capable of generating a noise like that.
Valid point, certainly. Blessing of the trickster on veil, because I can't use it myself.
Mhm. Stealth rolls?
Stealth
Advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
Needed that.
Not a great roll,
No.
but that's pretty good.
Oh boy, this big boy's still here.
Yeah.
I'll walk by Indira
It's literally when you... Oh, go ahead and do your thing, Dean.
and give her a couple of like glances as I walk by her to pick up my dagger. I was like, "Are you okay?"
I'm hurting, but I can keep going.
Oh, sorry. I can help, and I'll put my hand on her shoulder and cast Healing Word again. At third level, I guess.
I can help. Puts his hand on her shoulder. There ain't nothing wrong.
That was
Double
The
4.
best
3
I could
4s.
possibly have done.
Oh, I think my game broke again because I didn't see it.
It's just a little bit of delay. Roll20 does that sometimes anyway.
You
Plus,
got a fat
it's a big
old
map.
12 HP.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. And now I'm almost as right as Rain.
Knight just sees this big old creature there.
so
and
what
just
you
sort of
see there is not one of the little guys, but bigger.
Oh boy.
It is a storm in humanoid form, just
Yeah.
waiting.
Is it like clearly looking in our? It knows we're
Well, I
there.
mean, you see no real eyes. It's kind of hard to tell which way its face maybe is, but it seems very clearly in an almost dormant watcher sort of sentinel stance. Electricity arcs off it all around the chamber, and in this room and past it, you can see almost where the sandy glass where things have burnt in just streaks all around.
Okay. And those I was about to point at my screen. That was useful. Those are stairs up there that I can see. Can I?
Nope.
You're so amazed.
What are they?
I ping it again.
Up here.
just appears to be wooden storage platforms and things.
Wooden storage platforms. Okay. So Knight like sees the storm thing and just sort of immediately turns around and like as he goes past Vale, just sort of like taps him on the shoulder. I'm pretty sure Vale has seen it as well, and move back.
Kind of difficult not to.
Yeah.
What with it having your doom with bright
Yeah.
neon lights above its head.
There is a creature. There looks to be a humanoid storm, for better way of putting it. Although rather larger than a regular human.
I'm a human storm. I'm not scared.
A valid point, but it is rather bigger than you, Indira. And I don't mean taller. I mean wider, generally. I mean, of course, I am not saying that it is not defeatable by any stretch of imagination. It's just it looks a bit unpleasant.
I mean, we have to find this arm. We
Yes.
can leave no stone unturned. We know that it's here somewhere. Maybe this thing is guarding it. I say we kill the fucking thing.
Okay, in that case, can we agree on that easily? Because I think the problem last time was we waited too long and they realised we were here. If we can decide quickly and then get in the position.
Yes, let us go.
Yes.
Let's
We're,
now.
charge the thing. I will hang back from the bow with the longbow for a little while.
All right, I re-rage.
I'm going to attempt to. Do you want to give me to give another stealth roll to try and sneak around behind it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're going back around again.
I was gonna misty step. Oh, I can't do that when I'm raging though.
You can Misty Step first, then Rage.
Okay.
You basically
Stealth.
roll initiative.
Okay.
It'd be real smart. And don't be inside Indira, Gil. It's not very polite.
Well,
There we go.
That was so nearly a nat 20, and then it wasn't.
That's next episode.
Oh, get you?
Get you?
Nice.
It's okay.
Right, let's see if this works.
We're tired after all those 20s.
There we go.
Yeah.
Another nat 20
Let's see
waste
if this
from
works, he says. Doing an amazing thing.
I just wanted to see if it would actually put me on the 10 all
So
this time.
basically, as you charge into battle, Indira blinks across the room. But it's Gilwyn who gets to act first, charging out towards this human storm, or humanoid storm. You know, as elementalsy as it kind of trails into mist and stuff at the base.
Sorry, I was just doing my spell slots. Okay. I don't want to get in anybody's way. Not that it really matters.
Oh, I don't want to be
Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. I'm not in your way, am I?
I'll come into this corner. It's not a corner, never mind. I'll stand there anyway, that's fine.
It is a corner.
It's kind of
Not
a
the
corner.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anything's a
and
corner if you're brave enough.
I will.
Or if you have mold earth.
I'm going to cast Shatter right here, and that should hit the boulder as well.
Mmm.
Gil just has it in for that boulder.
Boulder needs to be gone.
I don't even notice the enemy. Fuck this boulder.
What did you say about my mother?
Yeah, another boulder
It
down.
makes the save, but it's still going to take half damage. Boulder does not make the save because it's not making the save. It's made of stone.
Of course it makes the save on a roll like that.
Oh, shatter the rock.
Fantastic roll, though.
Yeah,
is
what a
a
shame
good
that you fucking wasted it.
Take that boulder.
It doesn't. It takes half, doesn't it? Yeah. It's not wasted. It's like as much damage as you dealt in your last one.
It seems
Right.
so barely phased by the noise. As it just slowly.
Oh, it's thunder
drifts
damage.
and
You
looks
thunder on
around the
a
scene.
on a storm elemental. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Not your wisest moment.
Don't worry about it.
There's nothing else I can do.
Arvine used flame attacks on a dragon.
Red dragon.
Red dragon for like an entire combat.
It was, yeah. I did do some damage. Of the one nat 20 I rolled in the entire thing.
Gilbert, what's your AC?
Beautiful.
None
Cutting
of your
words, that's
business.
what it is.
It's 13.
this little group of sparkling lights appears from nowhere and just goes so close to your arm, and you feel a shock and a coldness as it harms you, dealing 11 lightning damage.
Thank you very much.
Indira.
Kind of feel like we should have tried to talk to this thing now. But she's gonna attack because she's raging.
We're committed now.
You're committed. That's a hit.
When you commit, you go ham.
You go ham. You gotta go ham.
What are these fucking rolls right now?
That was painful to witness, unfortunately.
It's one of the things, even though you get these brilliant
better.
hits, your blade goes through it. You feel resistance, and the creature does react. But the blade is clearly not, it's not like you're attacking a person made of meat. It's a person made of storm. That will immediately... they will just... As you start slashing at it, it reels back and just reaches towards you with both lightning, crackling arms. And it hits once, misses once. It's going to deal. Oh, a nice clean 20 lightning damage.
Jesus. Okay.
It's lucky that you dodged once. 9.
Yeah.
I would like to summon Invoke Duplicity. I would like my duplicate to appear around there. I love making Ollie have to put new tokens on the board for me.
You know how hard it is? Control C, Control V.
Let me have my moment of I'm trying to piss off the DM here.
Don't want to do it.
Do I want to do anything with my...
I'm gonna choke live on stream.
A card flies towards Indira with...
Constitution save.
A card flies towards Indira with the call of, "You have a greater storm here," giving her inspiration, and that ends my turn.
It's very
That's
narrow.
beautiful.
Is
She loves that.
He even inspires better than me.
Dude's face like, oh god!
What even do I do anymore?
Now, this is why I'm going to take a rogue level next time, so I can out-rogue Vale, and then I'm just...
They need a barbarian level.
Yeah, exactly.
Do all of it at once. Fail, what are you doing?
Damn it.
I will take my action to, let's see. Is the sun up?
Oh shit, that requires some galaxy brain right now, because you've been traveling for a long time. Yes, it is.
So Vale instantly flares up with this beautiful golden energy, which spreads to you three. And you all benefit from Bless. At which point the sort of golden hue fades away from him mostly, but it retains around you.
Cool. Gil. So, not only is there this giant storm, there's these wisps beside you, crackling away. You kind of hear them giggling.
God, it's a horde of violas.
I'll cast Dissonant Whispers at the wisps.
Yeah.
And just giggle back at them.
I hate that, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. It fails.
I'll cast it at level 2. Sure. Whoops.
That's real big damage. You do that, and you almost hear a chime noise in the air as they sort of fall back and start. Some of them even dissipate completely away.
Okay. And I will inspire. I'll look to each knight and be like, oh, you're both so beautiful.
If anyone's seen the new Doctor Who episode, I imagine that these wisps are making the same noise as the Kablam Man. If you haven't, that's gibberish, and that's how I want it to be. But I know at least one person. Tesh will get it. Angel will get it.
Kablam man.
Kablam Man.
Kablam man.
The funny thing is, that's a joke they make in the episode too. It's like, you're just saying words, that's not a thing. Night. The wisps appear behind your back, a different set of them.
It's a Mega
You
Man
just
box.
feel the electricity on your spine. Deals 8 damage. You saying it's a Mega Man enemy.
Yeah.
Nice. And they will attack you again, Gilwyn, and they will hit.
No.
Dealing 11 lightning damage. Indira.
11 again.
I will attack this man.
That's not a hit.
Would
Yeah, it's
bless
not.
affect it?
You
Would it?
have
Plus
Bless,
4.
which means you can add an extra d4 to your attack rolls.
And you have my inspiration for an extra d6.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you have Inspiration.
Should
You
I just
have-
roll an extra d10 then?
No, you gotta roll them separately, because the...
Chance changes.
Chances
It's
change.
all-
Okay.
yeah, it's odds.
But you can apply both at once.
Okay. Cool. Yep, love it. Awesome! I'm gonna.
Glad to have you here, Doxy.
We tried.
No,
All the
Oh!
Oh
Yep.
All the buffers in the world can't help Doxy's attacks.
You can use your bonus action to deal lightning damage to it if you want.
Obviously.
no!
It fails to save, but is immune to lightning damage.
Okay.
Just gotta make you remember you can do it. If seeing Night
is this
behind
Ollie
you,
like closes his book and he looks up and he's like, an exercise in cucking.
That was basically, yeah.
gotta learn someday. The elemental seems to look around at drifting. It moves in that very slow, wispy way. And its charges within itself and electricity just arcs around it. Indira, make me...
I didn't roll with advantage and he's flanked.
The duplicate isn't a real person.
Yeah.
That's an illusion made by Night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's yeah.
You do make me a Constitution save. You do not have advantage because your armor... Oh, no, your armor's not made of metal, so you do have advantage. Your armor is made of shell.
Kind of- yeah.
Ain't that
And you can
something?
add a d4 to this.
And you can add a d4 to this.
Did it work?
Yes.
There we go.
You can add
Oh
a d4.
god, let's add a d4 to this.
Let's get that one.
That is actually exactly what you needed to save, funnily
Oh,
enough.
thank God.
So you are only going to take 3 lightning damage from this as the electricity arcs around, and of course the illusionary Knight, I imagine, looks down, but of course like nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's just an illusion. Knight, it's your turn.
So here's the question: can my illusion gain a flanking advantage because Indira is there?
Yes.
Yes, it can, which makes this so incredibly unfair.
Fuck this, dude.
I mean, I guess I'll have to think about it more, because really the logic of flanking is that the enemy can't back up.
You're threatening that space.
Yeah.
I think they can't just put all their attention in defending against you because they.
Now it definitely doesn't because it knows it's an illusion, but I think maybe before it goes. Anyway, it's your
So
turn. Now.
I am casting Inflict Wounds as a 3rd level through my duplicate. With advantage and various other bonuses if necessary.
Yep, that's a hit.
It's a good old hit. 3rd level. Come
Third
on,
level means 5d10.
Come on, give me some
Pretty
decent.
spicy.
Could
Not
have
bad.
been better. Could have been, yeah, that could have been worse. Could have been better, but
Could have been better. But it seems that this creature has no resistance against powers like that, and when you start sucking the life force from it, you almost see it shrink, especially considering it just exerted itself, launching energy out. And now it's even more confused because it thought night was an illusion, but then it just goes and smacks him. So it's even more confused now. Vale.
Okay. Vale's gonna draw his sword and dagger, move here, and slash through this little wisp with the comet blade.
I'd like to see you try.
Which does bypass magic immunity if...
Mm.
Or not immunity,
Resistance.
the requirement to have magic weapons.
Yeah. And that's a... Well, it's a crit, so you know what? It doesn't matter what I say.
We're fighting.
So that is once again where...
No, I ain't adding that out. That's dead. It's dead.
I'll quietly add it up for you just in case.
Sure. It's dead, though. I think
37.
yeah. Anyway,
35.
and with that being the last turn of the round, and we need to end the show, that's actually going to be where we end off today. Because we need to wrap it all up.
Ollie legitimately closes the book and says an exercise in cucking.
An exercise in friendship. Which may or may not involve cuckolding. Ask your friends. So, that's today's session. We're going to start off next session in the middle of a fight against a thunder elemental because we like to live dangerously. So, why don't we go around a circle of shame and start talking about who everyone is? Neil.
Hey, I am Neil. You can find me at Naghai_ on Twitter and at Naghai in the Discord, which you should join. It's the False Pretenses Discord, and you can find the link for it below. Join up there. Join up there, be active unlike Dean, and you can get involved with some community D&D that Dale Rickett is going to be running, who's the other half of False Pretenses, which
The west half.
which is going to be XCOM, I believe. But anyway, I don't know the full details of that. More will be posted in the Discord in the coming future. At me, I am a veteran player of Jarviskjir, so ask questions. I know quite a lot. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys.
Dean.
Yo. Dean Cutty, anywhere, one word, no space.
No space.
I'll kick off. I'm going to be putting a video up, hopefully this Friday, on game outrage and microtransactions.
You guys have to watch Dean's videos.
They're like actually the best.
Fucking good.
They're actually good content.
Hey, thanks, guys. And if you want to listen to me do some guitar and vocal bangs, then go to Bandcamp and search for Dean Cutsforth, not one word. That's my secondary and last name. I'm not good at promoting my music. It feels weird.
And he's got some really good music on there, which I like a lot. And I think a lot of people would probably like. It's really nicely edited and mixed, and it sounds very professional, as well as having Dean's lovely voice in it.
Thank you.
And playing. Yeah.
And we like to play with Dean.
So get yourself over there for some of Dean Cuddy's oral bangs.
I don't know why I said bangs.
Well, speaking of banging, I think he's a banging chap. Ian.
I'm Ian, aka Arvine. I am the False Pretenses resident weeb, as according to Scott, only one weeb is allowed per community. That was in chat earlier.
I think Scott hasn't been in enough communities to know that that is very untrue.
But
exactly.
There are entire communities built around weebiness.
So at me anime, at me Jarviskjir stuff, because I'm in multiple Jarviskjir games, and I have the record for most player characters in Jarviskjir, as we
count
established
the
on
other
Monday.
day.
Also, we established on Monday that the Monday party has just done some questionable things. So subscribe to Ollie's Patreon, where you can get the recording of that and find out exactly what terrible things we might just have done.
And
thing we're not on
speaking
the
of
mainland.
terrible things, something that's not been terrible in my life has been the inclusion of Doxy dogs.
Oh, stop it. I'm a salty dog today, and I'm really sorry about it. But I'm Zero Doxy. I'm a disgusting human being. I have a fart gun. Put him up.
That was a really high pitched one.
like that second one.
It's just a tight little beehole. So yeah, you can follow me at twitch.tv/ZER0DOXY. Tonight I'll be doing Lost Initiative, which is right now a Star Wars campaign that I'm playing on it, and it's a real good time. So you should definitely check that out.
Alrighty, and then there's me. You can find me here. I do this game. If you like Jarviskjir, there's another game on Sundays, but it's not going to be this Sunday because it's my birthday this Sunday, so I'll probably do a little bit of a birthday stream. Speaking of birthday streams, it was Doxy's birthday last week, my birthday this week, so this Saturday we're doing a double birthday one-shot extravaganza. Double the birthday, double the fun. It's going to be good. Hang out.
Doxy is double the age of you. There's just doubles everywhere.
I'm going to be celebrating my -1 25th birthday. Like Ian said, this show is supported by Patreon. If you want another show, there is basically a whole nother show in podcast form on my Patreon, and there might be more in the future, and there's also behind the scenes, there's art, there's homebrew rules, because more and more of these things are using homebrew classes. The Saturday game might use some homebrew classes made by me. Also, I'm playing Spyro at the moment when I'm not streaming or working on commissions. It's Spyro. It's fun, even when I get mad at it for being not exactly what I want it to be, because I'm a grumpy, sad little man. And that's me. Thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out, and we're gonna be here next week, I believe.
As far as I'm aware.
Fighting the Thunder!
Unless the world becomes eaten by atomic fire.